We're live, right?
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our webinar on how to revolutionize your SEO game with Writesonic's new AI SEO tools. I can see the numbers just increasing in the participants panel. It's exciting to have a webinar with all of you after such a long time, and that too regarding something that's been requested so much. Guys, if you're okay with it, in the chat section, from which region, from which country or city you are joining, we'd love to know it. Great. So I can see Brendan from Pittsburgh joining. Linheim from Australia. Jared from UK, London. Wow, nice. Joshua from Northfield, Minnesota. Madeline from Florida. Arthur from Cayman Islands. Nice. And then Dr. Srinanjan from India. So I guess we have people from all over the world today attending this webinar of us, and we're really excited to share some really good news with all of you. So yeah, let's get this started. Today we have the founder and CEO of Writesonic, Sam, with us. We'll be basically unveiling the tools that we have been like hyping about in our social media for last few days. And then we have Dharya, the team, to answer to any queries related to the product or like the upcoming features or anything that you have in your mind. And last but not the least, we have Pragati from our content team, who's here to talk about content, AI-backed SEO, and any questions that you have related to this. And I'm Rifa, the growth marketer of Writesonic, and today I'll be moderating this event for you all. So yeah, Sam, I guess we can get it started.
Hey everyone, very excited to be here. So thanks a lot for joining. We are seeing a lot of folks coming in, already over 150 folks here. And yeah, so today we are very excited to unveil some of the advanced AI writing tools that we have been working on for a while, as well as some of the very sort of state-of-the-art SEO tools as well that will really help you take your writing to the next level and help you rank on Google, on the first page of Google, beating all of your competitors. So we'll get started in a couple of seconds. And three main tools that we will be focusing on. So just a couple of seconds we'll give for a few other folks who are joining in, and then we'll jump right in.
Sure. Meanwhile, if you'd like to talk a bit about AI-backed SEO and how the emerging of artificial intelligence has been impacting the overall content and search engine optimization.
Yeah, so I think one thing we wanted to kind of also let everyone know that SEO is one thing that Writesonic will be focusing a lot on in the coming months and even years down the line. So that is going to be one of the core things, that any kind of content that either you're generating using AI with Writesonic, or any content that you're writing on your own, we are going to help you plan, write, and optimize that content so you can rank on the very first page of Google. And soon we have many other things coming up in our roadmap as well that will help you actually see the impact or the value that you're getting out of the content that you're creating or optimizing here. So you'll be able to see how much traffic you are getting. Once you update your blogs, what's the percentage increase in conversions or sign up. So that all will be coming up in a couple of months as well. And today we'll be focusing on three very, very cool tools that we have been working for months. So I guess we'll jump right into it. So the very first tool that we have is the all-in-one AI editor. Now, I'm sure many of you have already used the Sonic editor, like the first version of our Sonic editor, which is basically like a Google Docs on steroids, where you get AI-powered functionality on top of, an interface which is very familiar, like Google Docs or Grammarly. So today we are happy to unveil the next iteration of that. So the version 2 of our Sonic editor, which we are calling the all-in-one AI editor. And that comes with a bunch of different features, which I'll very quickly walk you through. So I'll just start sharing and jump into the Sonic editor. 1 second. My screen is visible, right? All right. So I'll just click on the Sonic editor button over here. Now, one thing you'll observe is we have sort of changed quite a few things. So you'll see a lot of different tabs here on the left-hand side on the sidebar. You have a redesigned, totally redesigned kind of writing interface, very clean, very minimal. And then you also have a bunch of templates. You have a lot of other things going on here. And we'll go through all of them one by one. But basically, this editor has been rebuilt from the ground up. So last quite a few months we have spent on building this out. So that's very scalable, very robust, and takes care of a lot of the different things that you would want to do with any sort of AI editing platform there. So I'll get started giving a very quick sort of overview of our editor. So I'll just close this tab here. So this is a very blank slate. We don't have any content here. So the very first thing that we have here is you can, just click the space bar and it will give you an option to sort of either choose from one of our existing prompts here. So we have a lot of different prompts available here, or you can also give your own prompt here as well and start writing from that point onwards. So what I'll do is I'll just click the first option, which is to write a blog post. But you can also do other forms of things like write a social media post, essay, press release, outline, all kinds of stuff. So I'll just click write a blog post. And here I will say something like, let's say AI in marketing. And I'll just say in Markdown. And what this will do is it will start writing our the first draft of that article over here. It has already written that, so quick. And then I'll click the add generated text to the document button. So here we have our very first draft. So let's say if you're starting from scratch from like a, just a blank screen, many people get writer's block. So this is where the editor will help you come up with that initial draft text as a starting point. So that is one of the things that you can do. Apart from that, you can also select any of the text that is available on the editor, click the Ask AI button, and then you have a couple of other prompts that are available here, pre-built and been optimized by our AI team. So you have things like improve SEO, which I'll talk about in the later part of this video, rephrase text, improve writing. You can make it longer, make it shorter, change the tonality, language, the whole lot of options you have here. So for example, I'll just try maybe to rephrase this text. So I'll just click on that. And immediately it rephrases my text. And then I can either, replace that text, or I can also insert it below. So whatever you want, you can do there. I'll just click replace for now. And here our text has been replaced there. So very, very handy whenever you're trying to write something you don't like how a certain piece of text sounds like. You can just select that, choose one of the options, and the AI will do its job, and you can just insert it or replace it and be done with that. Right. So those were the very first few things. Apart from that, again, when you select some text, you have a bunch of formatting options here. So you can, of course, do basic formatting around, making something a heading or bullet points, quotes, all of those, bold, italics, all that you already have. Then you also have a plagiarism check button here. So you just click that and click the yes button. And this will basically do a check for plagiarism using Copyscape in the background. So Copyscape, if you know, is known as one of the top plagiarism checking tools. So we have an internal integration with Copyscape, and we'll check for plagiarism there and give you a result there. Apart from that, you can also click the plagiarism button on the top right-hand corner here, and this will check the plagiarism for the entire text instead of some selected text as well. And then We also have our chat with Writesonic button, which I'll come back to, and then a couple of other options if you want to duplicate some blocks, if you want to do, some of these other actions as well. So that's a very brief overview of the sort of the middle or the center section of the editor. Now I will jump on to our sidebar, which plays a very important role, has a lot of different templates, tools that you can use. So I'll click on templates first. Now, if you see all of the kind of tools or AI writing capabilities that we used to provide, we have kind of mentioned it here. So you have all the templates very handy available here on the left-hand side. You can search for any template that you want and start generating text from there. So for example, I'll just delete this. Let's say I go with paragraph writer. I can enter in some text. Again, let's say my topic was AI in marketing. The tone of voice, any keywords I want to include. So let's say AI in marketing, and I can do maybe AI in content marketing. Then how many times you want the keywords to be repeated, that also you can mention. And then the word length, like how long of a paragraph you want. So I'll just leave it at the default. And then we also have an option where you can turn on this switch, which will get the latest information from Google and use that to create an SEO optimized paragraph for you. So I'll just hit this generate button. And this will start generating my text, which will sort of show up here in a couple of seconds. So here we have it. And just as before, you see the word counts, you can see the number of characters, you can rate a specific piece of content that was generated. And then you can also click this button, it directly adds it into the editor. And now you can again start writing from that point onwards. So whether you're writing from scratch, you can start from a template, or even when you are sort of, have some existing text, you can use some of these tools like, the paragraph writer or title generator and all of these things to generate something. Click a button, it inserts it on the right-hand side, and you can continue writing from that point onwards. So that was one of the things. Apart from that, of course, all of the other templates are also available here. So all you need to do is search for it. So let's say if I want to search for Facebook ads, I just search, I found it. And you can also filter by specific kind of templates. So for example, instead of viewing all the templates, you only want to see the, let's say, social media templates. So you can just scroll and click social media, and this will show all of the social media templates here. And then sort of next week, we're also combining a lot of these templates into sort of these grouped templates. So for example, for social media, instead of having like 50 different templates, you would have one template, which would have all of the different social media platforms within it. So that would also help you streamline your workflows as well. Now, quickly jumping on. So we also have an SEO optimizer tab here, which I'll cover in the next 5 minutes. And then we have our keywords tool. I'll jump onto our Writesonic tool here first. So the same Writesonic, which you have been using, there are a lot of people who use Writesonic. It's one of our most popular tools. So now this is available as part of the editor. So you can do your work on the editor, and at the same time, you can chat with Writesonic and get those Google-enabled results, get, kind of give voice commands, give upload files, and, do a Q&A on top of that. So a lot of that kind of stuff can be done here. So for example, I'll say something like, let's say I'll pick the first question itself here. So who won the Academy Award? It will start searching online. It's very intelligent. So it will automatically search for that online. And it came up with a response there. You can see which sources it found that information from. So all of the references are also available here. So Oscar's website, we have Vanity Fair and ET Online. So again, the same Writesonic available inside the editor. Now, let's say if you generated this text and you wanted to use it in your writing, you just click the insert into editor button, and this will add it into the editor. It will also add the references as well, so that you can use it for citations for any academic writing or any kind of blog or article that you're writing as well. Same thing you can also do actually on the editor as well. Now, let's say something you have on the editor and you wanted to continue this conversation and sort of chat with it instead of, necessarily writing it down here. So you can just click this button that you see, the chat icon. So click this, and this will insert it into the Writesonic interface. And then you can ask any questions you want. You can ask it to summarize it, make it longer, make it shorter. So all of that can also be done here. And you can, of course, also upload files. You can add links and do whatever you do with Writesonic as well. Right. So that was that. Now I'll quickly jump onto the Photosonic plugin. So we also have a plugin for Photosonic now. So you can generate images as well right inside the editor and insert it into your writing. So for example, same topic, I'll just say maybe a robot working on a laptop. I'll hit the generate button. You can also choose the size of the image, how many images you want. So all that can be chosen here. And then hit the generate button. Integrates with Photosonic. So if you've been using Photosonic, now you can use it inside the editor. You can generate text and then just put your cursor wherever you want to insert that image, and then hit the insert into editor button, and it will be added at that point itself. So very cool feature again. Come up with any kind of images, cool images that you want. And we are also coming up with a DALL-E 3 integration very soon. So the image quality would also significantly improve there. Right. And then we also have our, other tools. These are just shortcuts. We are also adding article writer very soon within Sonic Editor as well. And then you also have a couple of other things around Audiosonic brand, where you can generate different brand voices. And Audiosonic is also soon going to have an integration where, for example, you can just select this text, click the audio button, and it would in real time convert that into sort of human-like speech, which you can then use for any podcasts or any social media posts or things like that. So that's a very quick overview of the Sonic Editor. Of course, you can explore it more. There are lots of other functionalities that we have added as well. So you can change the quality here itself from premium to superior or vice versa. You can see your word count. You can set the language, generation language here, so that anything that you're writing inside the editor follows that language. And then you also have the share your document feature, where you can export anything that you're writing, whether that is in the form of a Microsoft Word document, PDF, HTML, or also directly on WordPress. And then you can also use our Zapier integration to push it to 5,000 other applications as well. And then we also have a public sharing button here. So you can just quickly copy any link. And if I just show you, so it copies the link and it kind of makes it available so that you can share it with anyone, even though maybe they don't use Writesonic, still you can share this link with them and they'll be able to see what you generated. All right. So now moving on to the next part of the of this talk. By the way, any questions you have on the Sonic Editor, please do keep writing it inside the Q&A section, and we'll take them up right after we cover all of the different features. So keep writing your questions inside the Q&A section, and we'll answer them towards the end of the call. So I'll quickly jump on to the next thing now. So 1 second. All right. So now the very, very cool thing that we have been working on recently, and which we are very, very excited to present, is our SEO checker and optimizer. This is sort of like a next level tool that will really help you, first of all, check the score or the performance of your existing content as compared to competitors, and then also helps you optimize that content so that you can increase your ranking based on the insights or the secrets of your competitors. So I'll show that in a second. Let me just jump on back to the editor and I'll show that as well. All right. So I'm here back on the editor. Now, what I've done here is, I have generated some text, like an article previously on the topic AI and marketing using Writesonic's AI article writer 4.0. So I've already generated this article. Now I want to see, how well would this article perform on Google? And I also want to see actionable insights into, how I can further improve this to increase my rankings. So this is all it is about. So I'll just close this and I'll show this from scratch. So you can see a new option here called the SEO optimizer. So just click that and this will load our SEO tool. And basically what we have here is, you have this search bar where you can enter some keywords. And I'll quickly walk you through what all that does. So you can enter your keywords. Either you can start from scratch. So let's say if we didn't have any text here, you can start from scratch, enter your own keywords and start writing from that point onwards. Or if you also have some existing text, an article that you previously wrote or generated, you can also insert that. And we will automatically give some suggestions for potential keywords to use here. So in this case, because this article is on harnessing the power of AI in marketing, it has automatically suggested certain keywords like AI in marketing, AI technology, personalized content, all of those. So totally up to you whether you want to, use your own keywords, you want to use your own content, or you can also start from scratch if you know what keywords you want or what kind of content you want to optimize. The next thing that you'll see here is also the country dropdown. So of course, every country has different search results on Google. So that is also something that you can select from here. By default, it goes to the United States, but you can easily change it to any other country. And it would optimize it based on the results that Google is giving for that country. So what I'll do now is I'll enter in the keyword. So either I can directly, manually enter in my keyword, right? And I'll hit the enter button to, show it here. Or what I can also do is, it also gave me that same suggestion automatically. So I'll just click this and I'll click the start analysis button. And here we have our SEO score. So we're calling this the content SEO score. So this is what our SEO checker helps you with. It analyzes your content, it analyzes your competitors and helps you come up with a score to give you a relative ranking in terms of how well your content would perform as compared to your competitors. And how we do this is basically, let's say if our keyword was AI in marketing. So I'll just search for this keyword on Google, let's say. So now what we do is we go through all of these different, depending on the location as well, we go through all of these different, competitors who are ranking for that topic on Google. So, sorry. So we go through all of those competitors, we scrape them, we analyze the semantic structure, the, other things that they are doing in terms of the number of words they have written, how many headings they have, paragraphs, images, keywords. So all of the analysis we do around your top competitors. And then based on those competitors, we help you come up with like a score or a prediction in terms of how well your content would perform and how likely is it to rank on Google for that specific keyword. So I'll quickly explain everything in detail now. So first of all, on the top, you'll see this thing called content SEO score. So this is basically a score from 0 to 100 that indicates, like how optimized your content is. So it's basically a score for your on-page SEO optimization. And it goes from 0 to 100, a score of sort of 0 to something like 35, 40. It's usually means it's not great. Something which is until 60-ish. So from 30 to 60-ish, that is, decent quality content. And anything above 65 is good quality content. So we recommend that you sort of pass that 65 mark, and the higher you are, the better it would be. So usually something like 80, 85, 90, that would be even like much more optimized. So that is the score. Now, how we calculate the score is based on a variety of different factors. So we use natural language processing. We use, a couple of different metrics like, how many backlinks your competitors have, what kind of keywords those competitors have used. So a lot of different factors, about 20, 30 different factors are combined together to come up with the score. And here, if you see the row just below that, there are 4 kind of things that we recommend here. So one is the the number of words that should be present on like in your article for that topic. So in this case, currently we have 1751 words, but based on the analysis that the SEO checker did for your competitors, the suggested range is between 2000 to 2600 words. So essentially, the closer you are to that range, the better it would be for your content in terms of the SEO, on-page SEO optimization. Second thing that we have here is the number of headings. So headings as in the H1, H2, H3, all of those tags. So how many of those headings or subheadings you have? In this case, we have 14. Recommended is about 18 to 24. Third thing we have is the number of paragraphs, so the individual paragraphs that are present there. So in this case, we are already way past the number of recommended paragraphs. So the recommendation is around 15 to 21 paragraphs. And then finally, we also have the number of images as well. So how many images should be present here? In our case, we have 0, but ideal range is 12 to 17. So these are just some of the kind of factors, overall factors. Apart from this, now coming to the interesting part, we also take into account the different keywords that your competitors are using. So we show 3 different kinds of keywords, and I'll quickly walk you through those. First, we have the competitor keywords. So these are the keywords which your competitors are already ranking on Google for. They might not have used these exact keywords in their text, but they are definitely ranking for these keywords on Google in the first few results. So here, if you see, we have about 25 different keyword recommendations, which your competitors are ranking for. And we have collated them here and given you some kind of ranges as well. Like if you were to use these keywords, how many times should you use and how many times is it present right now? So for example, if you check the first one, AI marketing. So currently it shows that the keyword AI marketing is present about 11 times in our text. And if you just hover over that text, you'll see that on the right-hand side, it is also highlighting that text. So if you see in the second paragraph and in the fourth paragraph, the AI marketing keyword has been highlighted. So in our article, it's present 11 times. Recommended range based on competitors is 17 to 27 times. So, at a minimum, you should have at least 17 keywords. So sort of 17 occurrences of those keywords in your article. And then we also give you some factors like the volume as well. So if you see here, this specific keyword AI marketing has a volume of 60,500. Similarly, this, there are some other keywords like AI for marketing. This is 9,900. And this is green. So that means that, we are using it the recommended number of times. So the recommendation is 1 to 3 times. We are using it 4 times. So that's all good. So similarly, lots of these different competitor keywords you have and the suggested ranges for that. Second thing that we have here is you get 10 different long tail keywords. Now, if you have any kind of experience with SEO, long tail keywords play a very, very important part in terms of ranking. And, these are usually sort of, have low volume or high volume, depending on what kind of keyword it is. But usually they have low competition or low keyword density. So they are actually very, very sort of easy to rank. It's very easy to rank for those keywords on Google. So these are the recommendations around the long tail keywords, like AI applications in marketing and AI in marketing automation, AI in marketing examples, and so on. So we give about 10 different keywords. These are not necessarily competitor keywords. So competitors might not have used it. But these are definitely something that Google shows as automatic suggestions, and it will definitely help you increase your ranking as well. And now the third kind of keywords or terms that we have are the common competitor terms. These are not necessarily keywords, but these are the most common terms which are related to this topic that you're writing on, so which have a very high topical authority. And these are the ones that your competitors have covered in their articles. So a whole bunch of them here. So I think we give about 25 of these as well. And you can see a lot of different variety of keywords like customer service, deep learning, machine learning. So usually it's recommended that you use as many of those keywords as you can inside the article, and it would help gives some additional signal to Google to help you rank, for this topic and help you kind of establish that topical authority for that topic. So 3 different kinds of keywords, as I just mentioned again: competitor, long tail, and the common competitor terms. Now, you don't have to follow all of these suggestions. It would be kind of tricky also to get, like 100 out of 100 on each of those things. But what we recommend is you optimize it for the most common factors and get it to at least a 65 plus score. And that in itself would kind of put you in a very good spot to sort of rank on Google. So that was a very quick overview of our SEO checker. Now I will jump into how you can optimize that content now. So first I'll start with the manual way of optimizing your content. And then I'll also show, like a beta feature that we just launched today, which will also help you optimize your content with the click of a button. So I'm here. Now, one of the things that you notice here, we have words, we have headings, we have paragraphs, but we have 0 images. So that's the first thing that I would improve. So maybe I'll just go here and I'll try to add an image here. So I'll just open the Writesonic plugin and I'll write something like, let's say, AI in marketing, and I'll hit the generate button. And I'll insert that image into the top section here to basically increase my score a bit. So let's say we go with, this first one. Now, if you jump back, earlier our score was 59, so that has gone up to 60, and because it has detected that one image there, right? Similarly, you can add more images. Now, one thing to note here, this score is not linear, so you can't just fake it, where if you add like 17 images, it will just increase that score. It doesn't work like that. Basically, you need to kind of follow a lot of these different factors, and it would give some score based on some different calculations. So maybe, let's say if you add 10 images, it would increase the score by 2 points or 3 points. So it's very, very, we do a lot of weighted calculations here so that, just kind of stuffing keywords or stuffing images won't just help you improve that score. You'll need to optimize it properly. So that is one thing I did. Now, maybe the other thing what I'll do is I'll add one more heading, and I'll probably include some of these other paragraph, sort of other keywords as well here. So maybe let's have a look at some of those keywords and see which ones we can use actually. So marketing intelligence, we have AI in advertising. So maybe let's do AI in advertising. We have already covered AI in marketing, but let's do AI in advertising as well. So I'll just create some space here for another heading, and I'll add a subheading here. Now remember the score. So our score is 61. So I'll do something like use of AI in advertising. So score has gone up a bit because we have increased the number of headings. Now what I'll do to manually sort of create some content which uses some of those keywords, I'll just hit the space bar here and I'll say, write a paragraph on the importance of AI in advertising. And then I'll say, using the keywords, maybe we'll take some of those keywords from here. So maybe, let's say AI advertising can be one. So I'm just including some of those keywords here. Next one maybe I can use is, let's go to some long tail keywords. Let's say generative AI in marketing also we can pick up. And then we'll also pick up some competitor terms as well. So maybe machine learning, deep learning can also be picked up. Right, and you can add as many keywords as you want here. And once you're done with that, just hit the enter button. Right, so it has written a paragraph. Now what I'll do is I'll make it a little bit even longer. So I'll just click make longer to make it even bigger. And this will start writing for me. And this will try to include your, keywords in that text. So I'll just add it in here. And if you see, it did cover the deep learning keyword, as you can see highlighted on the right-hand side. It also covered the machine learning keyword, covered generative AI in marketing, also covered AI in advertising as well, of course. It has been mentioned 4 times. And our score has gone up to 65. So we are almost, there. Maybe 1 or 2 points more would put us in a very good spot. And what you can also do is, what I just did, you can also do that with the superior quality, which uses higher end models like GPT-4, and that would also give you even better results, like better quality results. It will try to incorporate every keyword multiple times. So that is also something that you can use here. And accordingly, based on the suggestions given here, it gives you very interesting insights. You can use that to keep optimizing your article. So that is one way of doing it. Second way of doing it is where you don't have to do all that manual stuff. So let's say if I want to optimize this section, I'll just select that. I'll click Ask AI. And we have a button here called Improve SEO. So just click on that. It will give you the option to sort of enter either your own keywords. So you can either enter your own keywords, or you can also get Writesonic to do the keyword research for you. Right? And we are working on this still. This is a beta feature, again, launched today only. So what I'll do here is, enter my keyword. And I'll click enter. And this will come up with some different sort of keyword research around that primary keyword that we selected. So let's say I'll select this one, AI in content marketing, AI in email marketing, maybe use of AI in sales and marketing. And I'll hit this rewrite button. So now you don't need to write all that prompt and stuff that I just did 2 minutes back. You can just select those keywords and you can hit the rewrite button. And this will start rewriting it, and it will improve your SEO score. It will try to incorporate all those keywords that you just selected as well. And you can also enter your own keywords, as well. So I'll just click replace. So if you see, the word count has gone higher. Score has not increased too much because we have just mentioned 2 or 3 kind of keywords there. But this is one thing that you can do, where you can select any paragraph or any section you want and click that improve SEO button and optimize that specific section using some of those keywords. So this is one way you can do it. Now I'll show you an even cooler way of doing it. So I'll just, the additional section that we added, I'll also remove that one just to go back to our initial score. Right? Now, there is one more button that you'll see here. This is the Improve SEO button on this side. This is even more mind-blowing. You don't even need to do anything here. You just click that button. And what this will do is it will go through your entire article. It will read all of these guidelines, all of these insights and suggestions, and then it will kind of optimize that entire piece of text. And here you go. So we were at 60, and with a blink of an eye, we are at 76 now. So it's basically an automated optimization, and you'll see a very big difference if you are also at a very low score. So let's say if you are on 20 or 30, something like that, and you do the optimization, you'll see a very big jump in your SEO score, because a lot of those keywords would automatically be included there. It would automatically increase the word length as well. So if you see, we are right above that suggested word range, and we are in the green zone now. So we are, in a very good place to be ranking on Google. And a lot of these different keywords that you see here are in green. So there are 3 different statuses that we show. If you kind of paid some attention to that, one is red. Red means that it was not included the appropriate number of times. It was not included even once. So red means that it was included 0 times. Yellow is when you have included that keyword, but you have not included it the number of times that was suggested here. And green is where you have followed the guideline and you're way past that. So very cool feature built by Dharya, who we also have on the call. So he'll be happy to answer any technical questions or any other questions around that. But Yeah, so this is still in beta. We are still working on it. But one thing that we're also working on here, it will automatically add images, it will automatically add more headings as well. And it will take you to like 80 or 85 plus score very soon. So we are just working on further improving it. But you can see the importance of this feature here. Right. So just very quickly to summarize the SEO feature, and then I'll just very quickly jump on to our last segment, which is our keyword research feature as well. But I'll just give a quick overview of this SEO checker once again. So you start from this screen, you paste your text, or if you already have your existing, if you want to generate from scratch, you can also do that using Writesonic. Then you enter your focus keyword here, or you use one of the suggested keywords. We will spend some time, do some analysis of your competitors, and then come up with a score. This score is a combination of variety of different factors, as I was just mentioning: headings, word count, paragraphs, semantic structure, intent, a lot of different factors. And then try to optimize your content, either manually by kind of changing the number of the keywords you want to use, or increasing the length of your text, and all of that. Second thing that you can also do is use the prompt here to just say something like rewrite this with these keywords. Third option is then you can also use the improve SEO thing, where you can select the keywords and it will optimize it for you. Or the best and the quickest solution is you just click this improve SEO button, and it's like sort of like a magic, it would optimize your entire article all at once. So it's like a quick way of just optimizing it for those keywords immediately. So this was the SEO checker and optimizer. We are very, very excited about this one. So we definitely want you to try it out and give us your feedback. And we'll be further keeping on improving this. We are working on many different SEO enhancements on top of this as well. So we'll be covering that in future sessions as well. Now I'll quickly jump onto the last segment, which is our keyword research tool. This is our keyword research tool. Very similar to probably like, Ahrefs or any other SEO tools that you have used. In fact, this tool uses Ahrefs in the background as well to give you very accurate data around the keyword difficulty, around volume, the kind of keywords to be used, long tail keywords, all of that. So let's quickly jump into it. We'll spend 2 minutes on this, and then we'll open it up for Q&A. All right. So I just opened like a fresh editor here. And again, on the left-hand side, you'll see a new option here called keywords. So I'll just click on that. Let's start from scratch. So, most of you, if you have done any kind of keyword research before, you're pretty familiar with this kind of an interface. So you just enter your topic. You don't need to necessarily enter a keyword. You can just enter a vague topic as well, or a title, and we'll automatically find the keywords for you. So I will just do, let's say, use of AI. I'll do AI in marketing. Same keyword, I'm just focusing on that. And then you can choose the locations, US, UK, India, whatever you want. Click the identify keywords button. And yeah, here you go. So basically, we have a couple of different scores around difficulty score, volume, traffic on the top. And then we have all of these keywords and the long tail keywords as well. So I'll just very quickly go through all of these. So the very first thing that you see here is the keyword difficulty score, which is a score again from 0 to 100 that tells you how hard or easy is it to rank for that keyword on Google. So in this case, we got a score of 65. 65 is usually hard to rank. Anything below like 35 or so is easy to rank, and anything above like 70ish, it's very difficult to rank. And apart from on page, you would also need to use backlinks and off page SEO to improve your rankings as well. Second thing we have here is the volume, which shows that approximately how many people according to Google's keyword planner search for that keyword on a monthly basis on Google for that location. So in this case, the US. Third thing is the traffic. So this is the amount of traffic, estimated traffic that the top ranking page on Google for that keyword gets. So it's just an estimation, but usually you can assume that this is the number where, that much traffic they might be getting on a monthly basis. And then finally, we have our actual keywords here. So if you see, there are about 10 different keywords. You can also get more keywords as you want. And then we give you scores for each of those keywords around the volume, the traffic, and the keyword difficulty as well. So that's one thing. Apart from that, you'll also see a questions tab here, where we show you either the questions that people are searching for or some long tail keywords as well. So as I just mentioned a few minutes back, long tail keywords play a very important role with SEO rankings. And this is where we find the most relevant keywords, long tail keywords, and show them to you here. So lots of different keywords to choose from. Yeah, so you can choose those keywords, do your research. And then now that you have keywords, what to do with that? So a couple of ways to use those keywords. Either you can just click this use keywords button, and this will load a list of all of our different tools. You can choose which tool you want to use. So for example, our AI article writer 4.0, paragraph writer, all of those. And you can essentially click the continue button, and will automatically copy over those keywords to that tool, and you can start using it there. That's one way of using it. Second way of using it is you can just highlight the keywords that you want. So for example, AI in marketing, AI in digital marketing, I'll just select a couple more, right? And then I'll hit the insert into editor button. Now this has added my text into the editor. Now what I can do is I can just highlight this, and I can use Sonic Editor to generate anything I want. So let's say, for example, I wanted to write a couple of paragraphs using these keywords. I can just say, write some paragraphs using these keywords. And I'll hit the enter button. So what this will do now, it will, you don't need to re-enter those keywords. It will automatically read those keywords, analyze those keywords, and then this will start writing whatever kind of content you want. So it doesn't just have to be paragraphs or blogs or anything. You can also write emails, you can write newsletters, you can write anything that you want there. And yeah, if you see here, all of those keywords that we mention here would be covered in the generated text. And I'll show you in a couple of seconds once it's done generating. And it will try to include certain keywords multiple times, certain keywords, a couple of times. And so yeah, it has generated a couple of paragraphs. Now I'll just quickly search if those keywords were included. So let's say we have AI in marketing. That is there. It's been covered 3 times. And then we also had AI in digital marketing. That has also been covered once. AI in content marketing has also been covered. So basically your first keyword will be used as the primary keyword. It will be covered multiple times. Apart from that, you'll also have, other keywords that will definitely be covered in any text that you're generating. Right. So yeah, that was a quick overview of our keyword research plugin. And yeah, so I think that is it for this, quick overview of those 3 very, very cool features. So just to reiterate, we have our all-in-one AI editor. Think of it like Notion AI on steroids. So all the functionality that Notion AI gives you, but with a lot more capabilities, as I just showed you here. Second thing is our, the state-of-the-art SEO optimizer. This is one very unique tool. I don't think anyone else provides, and no one provides that automatic SEO optimization option either. And then third thing we also have is the keyword research tool as well. So we hope you like these tools, and we'll quickly jump into Q&A. And do write in comments or in the Q&A section if there's any specific questions you have, or if there are any kind of features in terms of improvements on these features, or any other new features that you would like to see us implementing, whether on the content side or on the SEO side. So as I just mentioned towards the start of this call, SEO will be a very, very big focus for us going forward. Very soon, we are also adding integrations with Google Search Console as well, where you will be able to exactly track, how your content, the performance of your content changes over a time period. and certain other things coming up as well, like workflow builder, where it will allow you to automatically build very, very complex workflows without any knowledge of code or anything. And many other SEO capabilities as well, like topic clusters, keyword clusters, all of that. So we'll take up some of those questions.
Yes, sure, Sam. We have quite a few questions that on the question answer panel, and I am making a note of every feedback and every product update recommendations that we're getting, just so that we can keep on improving our products, so that everyone keeps on enjoying and using them.
Sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sam, one question is, can you translate languages directly from these tools? So, would you like to speak about it?
So translate languages, is that in the context of the editor or for SEO?
Yeah, in context of the editor.
Right. So what you can do is, so I'll just jump back to the screen. I hope you can see my screen. So what you can do is, you can just select some text, click Ask AI. We already have an option here for translate. So there are a couple of languages already available here. We're adding a couple more very soon. So for example, if you wanted to change it in French, you just click on that. And this would be sort of translated into the French language. Same thing. What you can also do is just select that text, and even if the language is not available here, you can just say, translate this, for example, in Russian or something, which is not available here. It would also do that. So if you see, it's writing that in French now. And once it's done writing, just click the insert button or the replace button. So I'll just click insert below, and it will add the French version there as well. Yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Yes, that should answer it. And also, we are getting a common question in the chat section that when will the recording be available? So we are recording this whole session just for your information, and the recording will be available once the webinar ends. We'll have a mail sent to you within 24 hours, and we'll have the recording attached there. So Sam, another question is, this is from Gerald. Are you planning to release these cool new SEO options for unlimited words plan?
Currently, this is available in early access for our small team and our enterprise plans. So yeah, once we probably later down the line, we might release it on the unlimited plan as well. But yeah, currently it's available on small team and enterprise plans. Next question.
Yeah. So this one's from Roger. This regarding the cost of use. So if a user use your services actively for one website, I understand you pay per usage. What can a typical user cost per month pay?
I think that really comes down to your volume, like how much content you're generating, how much content you're optimizing. So using the SEO checker and optimizer like once for one keyword, it's I think we charge 500 words. So that's 500 premium words, not superior words, but 500 premium words. And once you use it, all of the optimizations that you're doing and all the scores and stuff that you're seeing, that's all free. So it's just one time you generate, click on start analysis button, you just pay 500 words during that time. And then all of the suggestions and all that you see, it's kind of free. It's included as part of that analysis.
Got it. So Sam, the next question is from Sai. So she asked, if the text is AI generated, how is the content original? I think this is a very common question when it comes to like AI generated content. She also asked, what gets your post on top of search results? Is it purely SEO based or influence based?
No, that's a great question. So the idea here is that, if let's say you're starting from scratch, if you're letting AI write your article from scratch, so that is the very first draft, which is about, let's say 75, 80% there. Now we'll help you with SEO optimization, we'll help you with coming up with the first draft. but the actual human touch you also need to add. Like without adding a human touch, which is that remaining 20%, like just directly generating with AI and optimizing with AI and putting it on the blog might not be the best way, like, because Google also prefers some sort of human touch there. So a mix of AI and human is usually what works the best. And this is something that we use for our own blogs as well, where we use a combination of AI plus, the human kind of emotions and the intelligence. And that is usually a very good combination to help you rank. Now, to answer that question further, we are also sort of, I think in the next week or two, we are releasing our AI article writer 6.0. So if you have used our AI article writer 5.0, which is this one, it already allows you to generate original content, because we are not just kind of depending on the AI's internal knowledge. We also fetch content from your competitors. We also allow you to upload your own text, your own links as a reference and stuff. So that is one very important part where you can upload either your own content, you can upload your PDFs, your documents, whatever, or you can also link your competitors, and we'll come up with unique content by analyzing all of that and coming up with other factual key points from Google as well. So we are releasing version 6 of this article writer very soon, and that will help you come up with some actual up-to-date, well-researched content where it would automatically go to Google, do the research for you, come up with those unique points, and help you really save time on research and save, help you come up with that novel article as well.
Great. So Sam, this is a really good question that we received from Ness. This is he asked, would you recommend only using keywords from Writesonic or combining keywords from both Google Writesonic and Google Search Console?
Yeah, I would say kind of it's totally up to you. So a combination of both would work well. So as I was saying, when you're optimizing the content, here, so you can kind of enter your own keywords here as well. So if you click on improve SEO, using that as, this improve SEO sort of getting automatic keywords is one option. We also get those keywords from, Google's own API. So all those keywords, like 90% of the keywords would kind of be the same. But there are also cases where, you have the actual data in your own search console, which is what you're ranking for already. So do feel free to use that. You can enter all of those keywords here and then click that button, and then you can optimize your content using your own keywords as well. So it's totally something we also recommend that you do as well, because Search Console has the actual data for your own website. So it's even more useful.
So the next question is with regards to Writesonic. So Georgia asked, does Writesonic memorize feedback and prompts? Does it have the ability to keep individual chat history saved so that I could go back to it, hoping it will? So yeah, she hopes that it memorizes. So do you have what do you have to say?
So Georgia, that's a very interesting question. I'll answer it in sort of two parts, because one thing you mentioned is for memorizing, like, the tone of voice or, context. So tone of voice is something that you can already do right now. So if you click on this brand voice function here, brand function, this lets you upload your own content. So you can upload your content, like your links, your text, your files, and you can create your, AI will automatically synthesize your unique brand voice, tone of voice out of that. And then this voice you can use anywhere. You can use it in Writesonic, you can use it in article writer, paragraph writer, anywhere you want, essentially. So that can be done through this brand voice. To cover the other part of your question, where you also wanted to remember the context or the previous, let's say, things that you gave it, that is also something that is coming up. So we are coming up with this thing called Sonic Drive. Think of it like Google Drive, but for AI related stuff. So all the previous content, or even all of your documents and stuff, you can upload there, and that same document, and you can reference to generate anything new, whether you're in Writesonic or whether you are in any other feature as well. So that is coming up very soon as well. Yeah.
So Sam, the next question is from Team Taylor. So he remarked that this is a very powerful Google optimization. He also asked that if you have any thoughts with respect to YouTube search optimization.
The YouTube search optimization kind of works the same way, similar way. So basically, in terms of a YouTube optimization, you basically have your YouTube title, you have the description, and Google also sees what you're talking in your script as well, right? So you might not think that it's very obvious, but basically, whatever you're talking in your video, that's, Google automatically creates a transcript out of that. And then that is indexed, and Google also picks up keywords from there. So three aspects there. One is your title, second is description, and then third is actual, the script itself. So all of that you can optimize using that same process that I just showed here with the SEO check-in optimizer, because YouTube and Google, from the same company, they have mostly the same keywords as well. So all of those keywords which are trending on Google would also be trending on YouTube as well, with sort of, just a video version of Google, right? So you can basically enter your title here, you can enter your description here, and enter your script here. And then basically this will help you optimize your YouTube video as well. We might release a very, very specific one for YouTube as well sometime later on. But for now, I think to a good like 80 to 90% accuracy, this would, work for YouTube as well, I think. Yeah.
All right. I think we have got almost all the questions answered, or at least the ones that are like most popular. So yeah, I guess Sam, we can end the session here. So everyone, I hope this was a very productive session for you all. So purchase the features that you got to see today. These are all available in the small team plan. So you can purchase the small team plan to access all the features and like kickstart your journey with AI-based SEO and Writesonic.
And also, we would love to kind of hear your feedback on this. So do write to us, on support@writesonic.com. So while you're using this tool, do give us your feedback. If you're an SEO expert, even better, like do give us your constructive feedback, and we'll be kind of quick to improve on that and incorporate your suggestions as well. And secondly, any other kind of use cases that you have or any feature requests that you have, again, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be sure to put it on our roadmap and try to incorporate that. And as I mentioned early on, this is just the start. So SEO and content, these are going, a long way. And very soon, there are a lot more things that we have in our roadmap that are coming up very soon. So do keep using and do let us know your feedback so we can keep optimizing it based on your suggestions. And thanks a lot for joining, everyone. Really appreciate that. The recording will be available. We'll be sending out an email, Rifa?
Yes, we'll be sending out an email within 24 hours of this webinar. So yeah, keep an eye on your mailbox tomorrow and you'll get the webinar recording by tomorrow.
Right, and also you'll also find this recording on YouTube as well in the next 24 hours. So you can check it out there as well. And yeah, do try it out, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.